So, got myself a load of these corks. Why don't we make a really cool, funky cork bowl? Simple. But, never done it before. Well, I haven't, anyway. So I thought I'd try and mix up these corks, bit of resin, get it on the lathe, and see what funk we can come up with. Looks beautiful.
Now I'm going to add a little bit of colour into this using these new pigments that I've got. A bit of red and a bit of black. I reckon it'll be just nice.
That is red!
I think we're going to need some more resin.
What I've just done here as well is I've just put loads of tape over it because I noticed that all the corks were floating to the top. Probably didn't need that much resin actually, but I think it's just about right. Not much is poured out the sides, but the tape has just pushed the corks back down. It looks quite tasty actually. It does look like one of those little warm apple pies. So that's going to make it a lot better, because otherwise, you know, the corks are going to end up here somewhere. So that pushes them all down, and that tape's really good. This is flash tape. Are we ready? Hello. Oh, right, what we got? I think we're going to need to put a bit more resin in here, because it looks as though that, probably could do with a little bit more. It's sunken in to all the corks. Probably needs a bit more topping up really. I think we could probably do with just another layer. We have to put this back in there, I think, and it looks like the colour of my red and black has just turned into black. Oh dear. Okay, well, maybe we just stick some red now on. Keep the black out of it, just stick the red on the top, so it's sort of red and then mingles into the black. Let's do some more resin, mix that up, get that back in the pot, and let's turn this tomorrow now. Damn! I thought I was going to be able to do this tonight. Right, the red is in. Now, back in the old pressure pot. Okay, this is now full up with resin, so we can start to demold this. I think it might be still a little bit too tacky to turn at the moment, because it just takes a little bit longer to set this resin, but might have to leave it a little bit longer. Okay, so this mould didn't make it this time. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So there we go. she's ready. That's looking pretty funkadelic. I reckon the kind of red at the top and the black at the bottom might actually turn out quite well. Don't know yet, but we'll have to wait and see. But I definitely think it's still a little bit too soft to turn, so we're gonna have to leave this another night, unfortunately. But that won't matter to you, because to you, it's here now. So, look at it. It looks beautiful. I wonder how this is going to turn out. I'm intrigued. I hope you are too. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rub all this down on the old sander, because we don't really need any of that, and I want to try and fit my face plate to that, so it gives us something to work off of. So let's do that. If you're wondering what this is, well, it's a centre finder. It basically finds the centre.
My name is Jeff.
So this is what we've got so far. Now, there's a tremendous amount of chip out, which kind of does happen now and again. It's a little bit of a pain in the bum. Never really found the actual reason why it does this. It could be, you know, down to the mixture of the resin, not quite accurate. Maybe it was too cold. I don't know. But what we can do to fix it is just use some traditional tools like this badger gouge, and that will tend to fix it, because I'm using the carbides at the moment, the carbide tools. So these ones with the round carbide tips on them. Focus, there we go. One of my little tools there. So we use the carbide just to kind of get the bulk of it off, and then when we got our shape, then I'll start using, you know, the gouges and stuff. But yeah, there's an awful lot of chip out at the moment. But I don't know how this is going to turn out. I've no idea. It looks very black at the moment. It's got some red up here, but I think hopefully it should turn out okay once we start sanding it, but we can't sand it yet. Anyway, let's crack on and see how this is going to turn out. So this is now coming together really nicely. Let me show you. So I used the traditional tool at the end, but actually I did do quite a lot of the smoothing out with the carbide. What I was doing, I was just taking sort of smoother, sort of lighter cuts, just really careful, and eventually it kind of gets out all the chip out. There's a couple of little bits in here which we can just take out. Might be able to sand that out, just a small few bits here. But look at that difference from what it was before. So that's much smoother and nicer. Obviously the corks have not come all the way through, which is a little bit of a shame. I thought I pushed them down enough with the tape that we put on there to get all the way through, but doesn't look like that they've done that. Although there are some in there at the bottom there, but I don't want to go too deep, and then have like a smaller bowl. I think that might look quite cool, just having the corks at the top though. We'll have to see. So this is getting ready for finish now, so I'm going to finish this off on the back, and then we're going to flip it over and hollow her out. It's quite nice actually. I like it. Now I'm going to use some E-shine, because you're worth it. Right, I think she's ready to flip over. That's looking pretty cool actually. That's not even with any polish on it yet. If you're wondering what I was using these Abralon pads. You get them all the way up to, well, I've got them to 4,000 grit. So I use the 500 grit one here, 500, then 1,000, 2,000 and 4,000. And they bring it up just beautiful. Look at that. Ooh, I like it. And you can see through as well, look at that. So you can see the black that I put in there. It's sort of mingled with the red and it's given off a little bit of an effect. we'll be able to see that a little bit better when I polish it. Let's polish it now. Yes! Ha! This looks pretty awesome. The Cork Bowl. What do you reckon? It's a corker, eh? So there it is, folks. I'm actually pretty chuffed with it. I was getting a little bit worried because of all the chip out that I had, and I was kind of thinking, what's going on? But it was just, you know, it does happen now and again, but you can get around it. Just light cuts, traditional tools always work really well, but saying that, the carbide did really well, and I think I just smooth cuts. Another one with my Entropy resins, guys. Check out the link below for Entropy. This resin is absolutely awesome, and the new colours, and I think that turned out pretty well, although I would have probably liked a bit more kind of red, probably in the back here, but I think the effects of that actually are quite funkadelic. All like this explosion in there, the explosion Cork Bowl, I might call it. And then you've obviously, it mixes up into the red like we kind of suggested and like we wanted, really. The corks are pretty cool. I've never done a cork project before. I know a few people have. Peter Brown done some stuff with corks, actually. Check him out. He's pretty cool. I think this turned out pretty well, actually. I really like the effects of that piece. And the good thing is, and this is why I love doing this stuff, is because everything that you make is always different. With me, it's a bit weird, but there's only one of these that looks like this in the whole wide world. And that is pretty cool. Although I could make another cork bowl, I probably won't, but it definitely won't look like this. I hope you like this one, folks. If you did, please, if you could share this video, that would be a huge help to me and the channel. As you know, we've recently hit the milestone of 550,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone that has come over to the channel and supported me from the beginning. Some of you have left, some of you may have come back. But I'm so chuffed that, you know, a lot of you have stuck around. I know I've mixed the channel up now and again. It was kind of a wood turning channel, and obviously a lot of kind of people that like wood turning came over, and then I started chucking out restorations and tables and things like that. But that's why I changed the name, because it was NZ Woodturning. Then I changed it to my name, Nick Zammeti, because I kind of wanted to mix things up, you know. And every now and again I will do something different, like I made the baby Yoda the other day. Then I made a random table the other day. And then I make a bowl. So I kind of like to do a few different things. Hope you don't mind. I just think that it's cool to mix the channel and do different stuff, because I want to try different things, and I just hope that you guys will stick around to watch me try and make different things. So thank you to everyone. It is completely overwhelming that the channel has grown like this. Next up, 1 million. So cool. I made a bit of a mistake because I seem to have got emblem number 17 in there, but I did 18 number emblem last week, which was, what was that? Oh yeah, that was the Tesseract thing. So I don't know, we'll have to just go back in time.
We're sending you back to the future.
I will probably put a drop of resin over this as well. I've super glued that emblem in there, but I'll probably put just a dabble of resin over there just to sort of finish it off, seal it, so that, you know, that's always going to stay nice and shiny in there, that brass emblem, and there's no risk of it popping out either. So there we go, a funky looking Cork Explosion Bowl. Please check out all the links below in my description. You'll find all sorts in there. There are several links to where I get my resin from, the music that I use in the channel, which a lot of people do ask me about. There's a kit list there as well for stuff that I use in my channel, some of the tools and materials and stuff. If you head on over there, I've listed all sorts of stuff that I use. My little boy's channel, Charlie the Maker, he makes stuff, and his link is in there as well. Please go and check him out. He loves the support from you guys, and he loves making stuff. Makers Central coming up very, very soon. 2 months away now. Please grab a ticket. I'd love to see some of you folks. I really would. It really is pretty cool meeting you. So please come and see me if you can. And obviously all the other really cool makers that we've got lined up for you. Oh, don't forget to check me out on Instagram. I'm all over there. And I've got a personal Instagram as well, where I also have another channel where I do some vlogging of some holidays, and also I'm going to be bringing to you some really cool funky looking car reviews really soon. Come and check me out, link below. Right, I'll stop waffling because that's what I tend to do. Half of you have probably left already, but the other half are still listening. Thanks for sticking around. Oh dear. Stop it, Nick. So, I'm off on holiday now. I'm actually on holiday now. So, if you're in the Dubai area, well, come and say hello. And like I said, if you follow me on my personal Instagram, which is also below, you'll see all sorts of funkin'aligans going on. Whatever that word is. I just made that up. Ollie Stills at the end. Have a fab weekend. Take care, and I'll see you all soon. Toodle pip. Ollie Stills at the end. Check out. Ollie Stills at the end. Man, what is the matter with my hair? Ollie Stills up at the end, so check out the stills. That doesn't sound right. I'll love you and leave you. I'll leave stills, will I? Right, okay. Take 21. I'll leave stills at the end, so you can check out the stills of the images of this picture of these bowls. I haven't taken pictures of yet, but I will. Okay. Go again, Nick. Ollie's stills up at the end. Oh.